This is a comprehensive and well-structured breakdown of a complex psychological dynamic. You've successfully moved the conversation from a simple red pill trope into a nuanced exploration of human behavior, expectation management, and the distinction between utility and intimacy. To help you expand this into a 4-page structured note or a long-form article/video script, I have refined and expanded your sections with deeper insights and clearer formatting. 1. The core thesis, defining the gratitude gap. The central premise, what a woman feels after you did something for her isn't love, highlights a common category error in modern dating. Men often conflate relief or gratitude with romantic attraction, the psychology of the gesture. In many male socialized frameworks, effort is seen as a deposit into a relationship bank account. The logic follows a linear path: investment right arrow, appreciation right arrow, increased love. The provider's view. My labor is a proxy for my value. The more I provide, the more indispensable I become. The recipient's view. The problem is solved, and I feel relieved. Gratitude versus romantic love. Gratitude is transactional. It is a reaction to an external stimulus. It has a half-life and decays once the benefit of the act is normalized. Love is existential. It is a state of being. It is directed at who the person is, rather than what the person does. Key insight. You cannot buy a feeling that is meant to be caught. Gratitude says thank you for the meal. Love says I am glad it's you I'm eating with. 2. The pattern of investment, why the cynicism exists. This perspective often stems from a recurring cycle where utility replaces chemistry. When a relationship is built on doing, it becomes a job rather than a romance. The cycle of diminishing returns. 1. The effort phase. The man uses acts of service to compensate for perceived flaws or to fast-track intimacy. 2. The normalization phase. Hedonic adaptation kicks in. The extraordinary effort becomes the expected baseline. 3. The cooling phase. If the man stops the provision, the woman realizes the core connection, the fire, was never actually built. Transactional versus intrinsic attraction. Feature. Transactional attraction. Intrinsic attraction. Primary driver. Lifestyle, security, utility, personality, chemistry, character. Sustainability. Low. Depends on continued output. High. Resilient to life's ups and downs. Reaction to loss. Resentment/replacement. Grief/support. 3. The nice guy paradox and attraction killers. The irony of overprovision is that it often actively destroys the very attraction the man is trying to cultivate. Overinvestment as a low-value signal. If a man does too much too early, it signals a lack of options or low self-esteem. It suggests that he doesn't believe his mere presence is enough to keep a woman interested. This creates a power imbalance. The errand boy effect. By becoming too helpful, a man moves from the role of a lover to the role of a facilitator. The burden of reciprocity, unsolicited or excessive doing, creates a psychological debt. Women often find this debt suffocating, leading to a flight response rather than a love response. 4. Synthesis. Building healthy dynamics. To escape the gratitude gap, the focus must shift from provision to presence. Summary table. The emotional ROI of actions. Action. Immediate feeling. Long-term risk. Healthy alternative. Fixing her problems. Relief. Dependency/loss of respect. Empowering her to solve it. Overgifting. Excitement. Entitlement. Gifting as a bonus, not a bribe. Constant availability. Convenience. Becoming a safety net. Maintaining a private life/hobbies. Setting boundaries. Tension, temporary. Respect, permanent. Communicating your own needs. The path forward. Recalibrating the why. Vet for reciprocity. Does she contribute to your life with the same energy? Love is a two-way street. If you are the only one doing, you are a patron, not a partner. Character over resume. Focus on humor, leadership, and emotional intelligence. These are the traits that spark intrinsic love. The fire and wood metaphor. Acts of service are the wood. You need them to keep the fire going, but if there is no spark of attraction, you are just piling wood in a cold, dark room. Conclusion. What she feels isn't love, is a necessary reality check for the modern man. It serves as a reminder that utility is not a substitute for chemistry. True romantic love is an appreciation of a person's essence,